You have everything you're supposed to want. Good job. Stable relationship, nice apartment, friends, family, health. On paper, your life is good, maybe even great. So why do you feel nothing? Why does success feel hollow? Why does achievement feel meaningless? Why is there a constant emptiness no gratitude journal can fill? You're not broken. You're not ungrateful. You're not crazy. What you're experiencing has a name, a cause, and, most importantly, a way out. Today, we're going deep into the psychology of existential emptiness. Let's figure out what's really going on.
Reason number 1. You're living someone else's definition of success. The problem? You achieved the life you were told to want, not the life you actually want. The pattern. Society's checklist. Checkmark. College degree. Checkmark. Corporate job. Checkmark. Promotion. Checkmark. Nice car. Checkmark. Relationship. Checkmark. Apartment/house. You checked every box. So why does it feel like you're living someone else's life? Because you are. The psychology. Dr. Sonia Lubomirski's research on the hedonic treadmill shows we pursue goals we think will make us happy based on external validation, not internal values. The trap. Parents wanted you to be a doctor. You became a doctor. Society says relationship equals success. You got relationship. Culture says more money equals more happiness. You pursued money. None of these were your authentic desires. They were absorbed desires. The feeling. You're wearing a life that doesn't fit. It looks good on the hanger, but when you put it on, something's off. The emptiness you feel is the gap between who you are and who you're performing as. The revealing questions. If no one would ever know, would I still choose this life? Am I doing this because I want to or because I should? Whose approval am I seeking? The truth. Achievement without alignment equals emptiness. You can have everything society calls success and still feel hollow because it's not your version of success. Real example. Corporate lawyer, 6 figures, corner office. On paper, winning. Reality. Dies a little inside every morning. Dreams of being a writer. The emptiness isn't depression, it's misalignment. The first step. Stop asking, what should I want? Start asking, what do I actually want? The answers might terrify you. That's how you know they're real. Reason number 2. You're achieving without meaning. The problem. You're accomplishing things, but they don't matter to you. The difference. Achievement. Checking boxes, hitting metrics, external validation. Meaning. Contribution, purpose, connection to something larger. You can achieve endlessly and still feel empty if there's no meaning. The research. Viktor Frankl, psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, wrote Man's Search for Meaning. His core finding. Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. But the reverse is also true. Without a why, even the easiest how feels unbearable. The modern epidemic. We've been sold achievement as the path to fulfillment. Get the promotion, buy the house, hit the goal. But achievement is like junk food for the soul. Temporary satisfaction, no lasting nourishment. The pattern you might recognize. Monday, if I just get this promotion, I'll be happy. Promotion happens. Tuesday, brief high. Wednesday, back to empty. Thursday, maybe if I get the next promotion. Rinse, repeat, forever empty. Why it doesn't work? Achievements are external. They end, they're conquered. Then what? Meaning is internal. It's ongoing. It's a direction, not a destination. The questions that expose meaninglessness. What did I do today that mattered beyond myself? Will I remember this achievement in 10 years? Am I building something or just maintaining appearance? The brutal honesty. You might have a job that pays well but contributes nothing meaningful, a routine that's comfortable but not purposeful, a life that's impressive but not important. The emptiness is your soul saying, this isn't enough, not for you. The shift. Stop chasing impressive, start seeking important. Impressive equals what others admire. Important equals what future you will thank you for. Reason number 3. The hedonic treadmill is running. The problem? You achieved the goal. The happiness lasted 48 hours. Now you're back to baseline. The science. The hedonic treadmill, also called hedonic adaptation, no matter what you achieve, your happiness level returns to baseline within weeks or months. Dr. Daniel Gilbert's research. Win the lottery, happy for 3 months, return to baseline.
Get dream job. Happy for 6 months. Return to baseline. Buy dream house. Happy for 2 weeks. Return to baseline. Why this creates emptiness. You keep thinking, when I achieve X, then I'll be happy. You achieve X, you're happy. Briefly. Then you're back to empty. So you think, I need Y. The treadmill never stops. You're always running, never arriving. The pattern. Level 1. When I make $50,000, I'll be set. Achieve it. Empty again. Actually, I need $100,000. Level 2. When I make $100,000, I'll be happy. Achieve it. Empty again. Actually, I need $200,000. Forever. Never enough. Always empty. Why it feels so defeating? Because you did the work. You got the thing. You were promised fulfillment, and it didn't deliver. That's not failure. That's the hedonic treadmill showing you that external achievements will never fill internal emptiness. The neuroscience. When you anticipate a reward, your brain releases dopamine, feels amazing. When you get the reward, dopamine drops, feels empty. Your brain then seeks the next reward to get dopamine back. You're literally chemically wired to always want more. Survival mechanism. Terrible for fulfillment. The recognition. The emptiness isn't because you haven't achieved enough. It's because you're trying to fill an internal void with external validation. It's like trying to quench thirst by looking at pictures of water. The way out. Stop seeking happiness in achievements. Start seeking fulfillment in presence, connection, meaning, growth. These don't adapt. These deepen.
Reason number 4. You've outsourced your self-worth. The problem. Your value is based on what you do, not who you are. The questions that reveal this. Who am I if I'm not my job title? What's my worth if I'm not productive today? Do I matter if no one sees my achievements? If these questions make you uncomfortable, you've outsourced your self-worth. The pattern. Job title equals identity. Productivity equals worth. Others' approval equals value. Remove the job, the productivity, the approval. Who are you? If the answer is, I don't know, that's the emptiness talking. The cultural programming. From childhood, good grades equals good person. Achievements equals worthiness. Success equals lovability. You internalized, I am what I accomplish. The result, you can never rest. Because resting equals not producing equals not worthy. The emptiness is exhaustion wearing an existential mask. The research. Dr. Kristen Neff's work on self-compassion shows people with achievement-based self-worth experience higher anxiety, more depression, constant fear of failure, inability to enjoy success, already worried about next thing. The brutal truth. You feel empty because you've abandoned yourself in pursuit of achievement. You stopped asking, what do I need? You only ask, what do I need to do? The revealing exercise. Imagine you could never work again, never achieve another thing, never impress anyone. Would you still have value? Would you still matter? If you hesitated, that's the problem. The shift. Your worth is inherent, not earned. You don't have to do anything to deserve love, rest, peace, happiness. You already matter, just by being. The emptiness is the distance between knowing this intellectually and feeling it.
Reason number 5. You're disconnected from yourself. The problem, you don't know what you actually feel, want, or need anymore. The signs. Someone asks, how are you? You have no idea. Someone asks, what do you want? Panic. You make decisions based on what you should do, not what feels right. You can't remember the last time you felt genuine joy, not accomplishment high, actual joy. The psychology. Dr. Gabor Mate's research on disconnection. The greatest damage done by neglect, trauma, or emotional loss is not the immediate pain they inflict, but the long-term distortions they induce in the way we think about ourselves. You learned early. Your feelings don't matter as much as achievement, appearance, others' comfort. So you disconnected from yourself. The survival mechanism. As a child, express emotion, get shut down. Show need, get told to be independent. Be authentic, get criticized. Solution, stop feeling, start performing. The adult consequence. You're so disconnected from yourself that you don't even know what's missing. You just know something is. That something is you. The pattern. You're present for everyone else, available for work, friends, family, obligations. But you're absent from your own life. You're watching yourself from the outside, going through motions, never actually there. The emptiness origin. You can't feel full if you're not even present. The void you feel is the space where you used to be before you abandoned yourself for achievement, approval, success. The recovery questions. What do I actually feel right now? Not what you should feel.
What do I need right now? Not what you should need. What would bring me genuine joy? Not accomplishment, joy. If you can't answer these, start there. The practice, 5 minutes daily. Sit, no phone, no distraction. Ask, how do I feel? Wait for the real answer, not the polite one. The first week, nothing, numbness. Week 2, small feelings emerge. Week 3, real emotions surface. Month 2, you remember who you are. The truth. The emptiness isn't absence of achievement, it's absence of self. Reason number 6, you're living in the gap. The problem? You're constantly focused on the distance between where you are and where you should be. The gap. Where you are, the gap, where you should be. You live in the gap, never appreciating present, always focused on what's missing. The pattern. Got the job, but not VP yet. In relationship, but not married yet. Have apartment, but don't own house yet. Make good money, but not enough yet. Always, yes, but. The research. Dan Sullivan's concept of the gap and the gain. Living in the gap equals measuring yourself against ideals, always falling short, always empty. Living in the gain equals measuring yourself against where you started, progress visible, fulfillment possible. Why the gap creates emptiness? Because in the gap, nothing is ever enough. You could have everything, still not enough. Because you're measuring against ideal, not reality. The brutal math. Ideal, reality, equals always negative, emptiness. Past, present, equals usually positive, fulfillment. The shift. Stop asking, what don't I have yet? Start asking, how far have I come? The gratitude trap. People say, just be grateful, but you are grateful, intellectually. The emptiness persists because gratitude for things doesn't fill existential void. What actually works? Appreciation for growth. Recognition of progress. Presence in now instead of fixation on next. The practice. Every night. What did I do today that I couldn't do 5 years ago? Not achievements, growth. I handled conflict calmly, used to panic. I set a boundary, used to people please. I rested without guilt, used to shame myself. This closes the gap, not by achieving more, by recognizing you're already further than you think. The 6 reasons you feel empty. 1. Living someone else's definition of success. 2. Achieving without meaning. 3. The hedonic treadmill is running. 4. You've outsourced your self-worth. 5. You're disconnected from yourself. 6. You're living in the gap. The common thread. All of these are about disconnection. Disconnection from your authentic self. Disconnection from meaning. Disconnection from presence. Disconnection from inherent worth. The emptiness is the alarm system telling you, reconnect. The way out, not quick fix, real path. 1. Get radically honest about alignment. Is this my life or the life I was told to want? 2. Define your meaning. What matters to me beyond achievement, appearance, approval? 3. Step off the treadmill. What brings fulfillment versus what brings temporary happiness? 4. Reclaim inherent worth. I matter because I exist, not because I produce. 5. Reconnect with yourself. What do I actually feel, want, need right now? 6. Measure growth, not gap. How far have I come versus how far I have to go? The timeline. This isn't a 21-day fix. This is months of uncomfortable honesty, difficult choices, shedding old identity, building new one. But the alternative is decades more of, I have everything. Why am I so empty? Here's what no one tells you. It's okay to have everything and still feel empty. It's okay to be successful and unfulfilled. It's okay to look at your good life and think, is this it? That feeling isn't ingratitude, it's information. Your soul is telling you, this path isn't aligned. This achievement isn't meaningful. This life isn't yours. The emptiness isn't the problem, it's the solution showing you what needs to change. The scariest part? The way out might mean leaving the impressive job, changing the perfect-looking relationship, abandoning the path everyone applauded, starting over in a direction only you understand. The truth? You can spend the next 20 years achieving more, acquiring more, impressing more, and still be empty. Or you can spend the next 20 years building a life that feels like yours, even if it looks smaller on paper. One will get you approval, one will get you fulfillment. You can't have both. You have to choose. Drop a comment. Which of the 6 reasons resonated most? Subscribe for psychology that goes deeper than tips and tricks. And remember, the emptiness isn't proof you're broken.
It's proof you're finally paying attention. Listen to it. It knows the way out.